I've got 11 cameras on it, which covers all the shop. I paid £5,200 for it.
Shopkeeper Paul Ashton thought he'd done things by the book. He'd installed security cameras in his shop, and when he thought he'd caught shoplifters on camera, police made arrests. However, things didn't go as Paul expected.
I got a phone call on the 26th off the CPS saying it'd been dropped, discontinued. I asked why. They said there's not enough evidence. I said, well, you've got CCTV.
One of the things which will surprise many people about this story is the fact that although Paul's security video was of sufficient quality for the police to go and arrest 2 people on suspicion of having committed an offence, later on the Crown Prosecution Service lawyers decided that there was insufficient evidence, and they decided to drop the case.
I'm disgusted with the CPS, everything what's gone on. I mean, no way this should happen to anybody. No way. All the shopkeepers, what's the point in having CCTV?
Paul Ashton's case is just one of countless where police have first made an arrest, but the Crown Prosecution Service have later dropped the prosecution. Which, of course, means those people are innocent, says Derek Millard-Smith.
Obviously, the police have to have suspicion. They don't have to have cut-and-dried evidence, but they have to have reasonable suspicion to arrest an individual, whereas the lawyers who deal with it for the Crown Prosecution Service have to decide whether or not to use up valuable court time in a matter. And whilst it may appear disappointing to an individual whose case has been discontinued, if that evidence isn't sufficient to convict an individual beyond reasonable doubt, then the case should not proceed in the public interest.
Despite the experience, the cameras are still rolling at Paul Ashton's shop. Kevin Duffy for Channel M News.